Five for Fighting's brand new song, Can One Man Save the World? It's an ode to Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky amid Russia's relentless invasion, and in partnership with the nonprofit group Save Our Allies. And the proceeds of the song will go directly to help the Ukrainian people. Grammy-nominated artist and frontman for Five for Fighting joins us now, John Ondrasik. John, welcome to the show. I mean, such an inspirational song. It gives you goosebumps to listen to. Thank you for being with us. What inspired you to write this song in honor of Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky?
I think we all were taken aback when our government offered him a plane ticket to basically leave his people. And he said, no, send me some stingers, knowing full well that likely he and his family, his wife and children, would be killed in the next few days. So I think we haven't seen that kind of spine in Western leadership in a generation or so. And certainly it's not just it's President Zelensky, it's his wife, it's the Ukrainian people, which I saw firsthand when I visited Kyiv to make this video. To see them up close and their fortitude and also their compassion was truly inspiring. And they are showing us the true fight for freedom that sometimes we take for granted, and we need to support them.
So you actually performed the song in a war-torn part of Ukraine, in the ruins of an airport there that we're looking. What was it like to be on hollow ground? I mean, what was the reaction like from the Ukrainian orchestra who was there with you?
It was surreal, Lindsay. It was heartbreaking. It was inspiring. You know, we played in front of the Maria, which is the largest cargo plane in the world, which is the symbol of Ukrainian independence that Putin destroyed in the outset of the war to try to gut their will. Of course, it didn't work, but to be able to have that orchestra in front of that destroyed plane, symbolizing the Ukrainian people and their strength and fortitude, was incredibly emotional. A general popped by halfway through the filming, and he asked to hear it, and we performed it for him. And the orchestra took flight, and he took out his phone, and there were tears, and there was hugs, and all this emotion. And it really hits you what's happening in this country. You know, the fact that they are fighting for their survival, and they're one of us. You know, they're humans just like us, did nothing wrong, and suffering under Putin's atrocities. So it was very moving, and I was honored to be allowed to go there and to film, as you said, on this hallowed ground.
Do you know if Zelensky has heard the song?
I just heard from the ministry the other day. They were very moved, so I wouldn't be surprised if he and his wife have heard it. I know certainly he has more important things to do, but hopefully we get to go back there when this war is over and they have won, and I can play the song with the orchestra for him and all the Ukrainian people. Again, it was an experience of a lifetime, and thank you for Save Our Allies for making it happen. Incredible group, evacuated 12,000 people from Afghanistan. Now they're in Ukraine doing heroic work. So never would have happened without Save Our Allies. And Americans should be proud to know that these Americans are doing great things around the world for freedom.
Talk a little bit about Save Our Allies, because like you said, they're the ones who actually made all this possible for you to be able to perform. They're on the ground with the orchestra. What kind of proceeds are going to Ukraine? How are they helping the Ukrainian people?
Well, Save Our Allies was founded by Sarah Verado, a woman whose husband was catastrophically injured in Afghanistan, as well as 3 or 4 Special Forces Green Berets. They were operating in Afghanistan, as I mentioned, did incredible work, moved their operations to Ukraine on really leading the humanitarian efforts to the last mile. You know, you can get a lot of humanitarian aid to Kyiv, but to get it out to the east where the war zone is, it's hard. So they're doing that. They have very good relationships with the Ukrainian military and the government, which allowed the Ukrainians to trust us, to understand that we were doing this for certain reasons. So every penny that we make on this song, this video, goes to Save Our Allies. So we appreciate people streaming it and sharing it. It all goes through them to the Ukrainian people.
Can One Man Save the World is the song. John Ondrasik, thank you for doing this. Thank you for bringing more awareness to the atrocities against the Ukrainian people. Our hearts and prayers are with them. And thank you for sharing this with our viewers tonight.
Thank you, Lindsay. Have a great night.